So let's do a little refresher for our AI Somnium Files Nirvana initiative playthrough so far, right? We're about to go into the second sync. We have learned that 6 years ago at a quiz show, a body was discovered, and it was like it was like a body sawed in half, right? Cut in half at the molecular level. And only half of the body was there. And then 6 years later, the other half of the body showed up. And 6 years later, they said that it had been dead for 9 hours. So, obviously very confusing there. Like, that timeline's wonky. Something is amiss there. We know, they got rid of all, like, the things like twins or cheap ways out. They're basically saying, this is the same body. Half of a body has been discovered. Ding dong, bing bong. If it's only half a body, do you think it's just like ding dong instead of ding dong, bing bong? Danganronpa is so good. I'm actually watching someone do a playthrough of it right now. They've been doing it like once a week or so. It's been really fun. Let's see. So we're doing some investigating from... Like, we've got two timelines going. One is us, and that's what we're in right now, with Ryuki. I think it's Ryuki, right? We're playing as Ryuki, and it's from when the first half was discovered. And then you also have, like, 6 years later, where we're going to be Mizuki, investigating the other half. We know 6 years from now, there's, like, an at some point in the first timeline, there's going to be an explosion, and Date is going to disappear. Because Date hasn't been seen in like 6 years. And then... What else do we got? There was like some QR video that has some secrets. It's kind of weird. It's like a coded message or something. It's just like a bunch of images thrown together. It makes no sense, but... Makes no sense yet anyways. In terms of our own little thoughts and ideas, we think there's something. I think there's something really, really wonky with. I don't remember his actual name. It's the host. We are calling him Shovel Forge George. He was really, really weird in our interaction, both about his bow tie. Saying that, like, yeah, he loves his bow tie, makes his ensemble come together, and he loves it because his son gave it to him. And then, like, we were like, yeah, but you weren't wearing it last night, and he was like, oh yeah, that's right. At the show. So, he was, like, really cagey about it, but like, oh yeah, sometimes, I choose not to, which makes me think that something happened that, like, removed it. And he was also really weird about, like, apologizing to us for calling us Team Popo, like, back then. Which I thought was weird. First of all, like, apologizing regardless, but, like, who says back then for something that happened literally yesterday? Komeji, yes. So, our current suspicion is pointed towards that dude as, like, not being on the up and up. That's something not being right about him. We did talk to his son who makes robots, which is pretty cool. We talked to Mizuki and another dancing lady who seems pretty cool. Some rando proposed to her and she was like, no thank you. You hit minus? Okay. Once I get out of this menu, you mean, right? So our current leading candidate thing is Shovel Forge George. Ota still being his Ota-y self. Iris still being her Iris-y self. Mizuki in this timeline continuing to be awesome. The two new friends seem nice enough. One of them's from the mermaid place, Sunfish Pocket, and one of them's like also a dancer. They seem nice enough. Was there any other, like, major thing? Was there any other major thing that I'm missing? In terms of, like, where our head's at? My finger of suspicion is pointing towards Shovel Forge George at the moment. Oh, yeah, there's, like, this really weird connection thing that, like, I'm sure matters. I just haven't figured out how yet. But 6 years keeps coming up. It's 6 years between body discoveries. Shovel Forge George got divorced 6 years ago. And, this dude that runs the Institute got divorced 6 years ago. So that's something to keep in mind. Although it's really weird, right? Because it's like 6 years ago from 6 years ago. So it's like something happened 6 years, and then, or something happened, and then like 6 years went, and that's where we are. And then like 6 years in the future. So I think there's like actually going to be 3 timelines maybe that we're going to care about, like 3 different time periods. But you know, they keep bringing that up. They also keep bringing up like the idea of teleportation and like something just appearing out of nowhere and like alternate timelines and stuff. So I don't know if that's going to be something where like I don't know if that's going to be something where, like, especially once you start getting all super sciencey on it, like, if you include teleportation and stuff, it could be the timelines are weird because, I don't know, but, like, the thing being killed at once, because that's, like, the big hang-up, right, in what's going on, is we were told that one body was killed a day before, I think it was, like, 20 hours before the first half of it was discovered. And then 6 years later, the second half was discovered, and like the time of death was 9 hours before then, right? So they keep harping on teleportation and all that, and like timeline nonsense. So you know, now you have it in the back of your head that you gotta say, hey, I wonder, did it just get like dropped across multiple timelines, and that's why like the hours don't line up? I don't know. How am I liking Ryuki? Seems fine. I mentioned a little earlier, like right before I took my break, that I was disappointed when I realized initially that I was playing as not Mizuki, and I was like, oh, I feel like I'm getting debated like in a certain third video game that I don't want to spoil people on, but those that know. But I'm hoping that at some point I will get to play as Mizuki again. But like, so I was disappointed then, but as I've been playing with Ryuki, he seemed really cool. I like it. It's like, it's really flowed well. I like the flip-flop of the dynamic. You had like the Date being kind of pervy and Aiba like wanting no part of the nonsense in the first game. And I like how with Tama and Ryuki, they've kind of just like flip-flopped that dynamic. So Tama's like the really, you know, innuendo-y pervy person. And the character that you're playing is the one that's just like, oh, stop that. So you want to press minus? Eyeballies. The Q&A nurture game Eyeballies. Every 20 minutes, eyeballies will ask you a question. When you answer, the more they grow. If an eyeballie becomes an adult, you will get many eyeballs as a reward. It's like a Tamagotchi. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Okay. So, this is kind of like in Danganronpa 2 when you had like the little Tamagotchi to keep track of. You were looking up Digimon stuff yesterday? The person at GameStop, you know, started hyping up like a new Digimon game coming out. Apparently it's like, because I was telling them how much I like Triangle Strategy. And they were telling me that like, oh, there's a new Digimon game coming out in July that's basically Triangle Strategy, but with like, you know, Digimon and a good story. And I was like, oh really? I'd not heard much of it. Let me go and save, I haven't done that in a while. Okay. I've never actually played Digimon myself. What is the slug Digimon? So I appreciate y'all sitting through the recap. I like to do the recap, you know, once I'm getting settled back in again, just to like make sure I know where my head's at, that people that are just coming in check it out. And it's a nice little way for, you know, the stream to get rolling.
Could you go buy some soy sauce for me?
I thought I just heard something.
Ah, you mean the cleaning lady.
Oh, it's just the cleaning lady. Wait, what?
What? Yeah, we're also having this weird thing where this guy, like, keeps hearing voices that no one else hears. Oh. Oh, I just had a thought. Oh, and I don't want to say that thought out loud. Oh, that's a big brain thought. And I don't want it to be the case. Because that's a lot of soy sauce stuff. Alright, where's my brain going with this? I think I want to turn off my brain on this one. You always want the teddy bear, but he falls from the slug, and to get the slug you have to treat your mom like crap. You're gonna feed it. Oh no! Poor slug. Oh. Oh, I'm starting to piece things together in my head. Like, obviously not like the actual things, like, this is just the fun part where I try to guess what's happening and chat kind of giggles at me because it's like way off base and stuff. But like, I started talking, like, thinking about movies when that happened, and then like suddenly I had an idea or two click in my head. I don't know how much chat wants to hear, like, the musing. But we're the only one that can hear these voices, and everyone else is trying to get us to, like, brush them off and saying that they don't hear them. Please share crazy theories? Okay, so... what if this isn't happening? Like, what if my Ryuki section is just, like, fake? Because, like, I know there's been a couple movies where, like, the whole concept... like, first of all, you know, we deal with dreams a lot in Somnium Files, right? But we keep hearing voices that are, like, absolutely not related to anything going on. We've heard one about, like... you know, that one was just asking about soy sauce. There was one earlier, gosh, what was it earlier? About like a nurse. Also, I think it involves soy sauce because we talked about how weird that was about asking a nurse for soy sauce. Or pouring soy sauce on them or something. And I'm wondering if this is like an Inception type thing where they are trying to get info from me. Also, not just Inception, maybe like a combo of like Inception and Shutter Island or something. Because, and I'm saying this because it would be absolutely hilarious if that's correct, because that would mean Bamfy was correct with like the off-the-wall joke earlier, when Bamfy's just like, obviously just put in Ryuki, because like obviously you did it. And I was like, oh, that's funny, but like that's been running through my mind of like, but what if that is the case? And like, who said I was joking? No, your jokes are usually pretty spot on in these things, and I always go like, oh, that would be funny, and then like it happens, and I go, wow, Bamfy's so good. That soy sauce comment was drunk Ryuki. Oh, that's right. That one was not a voice, was it? That one was not a voice. Okay, I'm mixing two things up. Okay. I'm mixing two things up. I'm being silly. Hi, Peter.
Why do you ask? I'm the engineer of Abyss. Of course I'm always here.
Yeah, but I've been wondering about something. In November of last year,
You were dishonorably discharged for reasons related to the new Cyclops Zero.
Yo, I love when they bring up stuff from the first
You
one.
leaked internal police information.
So none of this would have come up
criminal in his escape.
I made some arrangements.
if I had said
behind
no.
the scenes. Pewter is a crucial part of Abyss. I couldn't let them lock him up.
You can do that?
Normally, no. But in this case...
Boss has dirt on members of the executive, judicial, and legislative branches of the government.
You asked that question immediately as
I
well.
am truly
Yeah.
grateful to you, boss.
No need to thank
That's another one that didn't cross my
You'd be a
mind.
good little workhorse. Oh, and it'd be great if you could...
I forgot he never got, like,
looking studs while you're at it.
forgiven.
I know about...
I know we talked to him
A
ourselves,
dozen.
but
I'm counting on you.
This is kind of scary.
yeah, this is kind of scary.
You get used to it.
I got Tama's report. The QR video seems to be the key to solving this case. And she believes Chikara is linked to the Bats 490 video, which has a striking similarity.
He's extremely suspicious. He must be the culprit.
I
Well,
think it's a
now
bit
he's not the
early for that
culprit, because it's
conclusion.
4
But
hours
he
into
said
the
he didn't
game,
know about
boss.
video, right? If he's willing to lie about one thing, he's willing to lie about everything.
I still think that's a bit
Yeah, that is unreasonable, boss.
Ah, that's outside of my jurisdiction.
Yeah, what's going on with this broken
So,
communication
I don't
system?
know too much about it, but I'm sure the person in charge is desperately trying to fix it as we speak.
Not just like how did it get broken, but like what is the not just in like an in-story purpose of why is it broken, but in a meta like why are they making such a big deal about the communication system being broken? Because it's like the third time they've mentioned it. It's like the same thing I keep doing with like the teleportation thing in the back of my mind, where it's like, okay, you keep mentioning this, what's going on? Like, how is this relevant? Like, you clearly want me to be thinking about this.
It
So,
should be fixed
so what is
soon.
it? It's pewter.
Who knows? He went off somewhere right after you left.
He's probably playing the nipple guessing game at some cabaret club in Nakamaguro right about now.
The nipple
He's on
guessing
vacation,
game.
so I'm sure he's taking a load off while he can.
No, he's taking a load off, alright.
There hasn't been any progress yet.
Bonk.
The people over at HQ
Vault
are
count is
totally
2.
incompetent. They must have had stuff with fermented beans or something.
Alright. Who do you think we would bonk more? Who would get like the higher bonk counter? Date in game 1 or Tama in game 2? Well, no, they have explained that like it's down and stuff, and like they're working on it, and like we can't update to the cloud or whatever, so the next little bit, like we're not gonna have we're not gonna be able to like pull from there or something. Yeah, no, yeah, I understand why. Like, I understand in the story, like, I guess what I'm saying is I'm doing it, like, on 2 different fronts, where I'm like, okay, I see that, like, this is what's going on in the story, and then I'm trying to figure out, like, why that would be the case. God, I love
I
these
gave
games.
Chikara the usual
My
method.
brain's going, like, a mile a minute right now. I don't even know if I'm
Sure,
making sense
that's
on half
okay.
this stuff.
What do you mean?
But I've got, like, 9 different threads in my
maybe
head
there are
trying to, like,
reality
piece it
issues.
together.
Oh, don't worry about that. The higher-ups will take care of it for me.
Oh yeah, we're doing our summer event. Last year we did it in June. This year we're doing it in July.
In
Gonna
any
stream
case,
every day this
shall we
month,
get started?
or at least attempt
Ryuki,
to.
You know what to do.
And then we're bringing back the month-long.
Sync with him.
Everything for an entire month goes to a really long stream. We'll probably add in some like lower incentives along the way. I just didn't have time to put that together today. You know, when I say incentives, I mean like bonus things.
Ryuki, this isn't your first time sinking. You've delved into Somnia many times in the past 6 months. So, I'm sure you know without me telling you.
I got 6 minutes.
I can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. It's alright, I know.
Okay then, let's begin.
Begin. I really enjoyed doing the every day of a month stream last year. And we'll probably do the same thing we did last time, where I'll take like a week off at the start of the next month. Yo, second Somnium time. Oh, weird.
What is this place?
It looks like something made by an older generation of CG technology.
Back when it was still hyped up as groundbreaking, huh? Hey, did you see someone just now?
Looks suspicious.
Why don't we ask that person there about it?
Who?
You must have a lot of questions, like, what happened to your other half?
Not really.
Must be hard to walk. Bench pressing must be tough too.
You really want me to ask about that stuff?
Yeah, do it.
But hey, isn't benching kinda hard?
Hey, why are you talking to a statue?
Damn it, Ryuki. Stop wasting my time. We can only be in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Oh.
Damn it! This is getting out of hand.
That's Chikara. Tama, follow him.
Whoa.
On this side, my genius left brain harnessing my processing power. On this side, my brilliant right brain within which my creativity is boundless. The very layout of this facility itself, mimicking my brain, will serve as inspiration for my masterpiece.
What's going on here?
I need to be careful. I can't get too close.
Now, this. Bionic Body's accidental biology. The Bionic Body Creation Program.
Bio what?
BB-8B.
The logical center of the left brain and the creative center of the right. By combining them, I can create a superhuman. Whew, wouldn't want that getting out. I hope I never see you again. Goodbye.
No, he
What?
ran off.
Chikara in this dream world is just as bonkers as he is in real life.
Looks like he doesn't want anyone in this room.
Yeah, you can tell by the conscious antibody in front of the door.
Conscious antibody?
They're an embodiment of a sync subject's caution. When you try to access information that the sync E is trying to hide, it overstimulates the synapse. That makes the body emit a ton of norepinephrine, which creates a conscious antibody within the somnium.
Well, what does this conscious antibody do?
You see how it says instant death on his crotch there? If I touch him, a massive delay spike will occur in the sync information transfer system.
Which means...
Touch him and our available time in Somnium drops like crazy.
Got it. But how do we get into the room without getting past our do not touch power stance man friend here?
But I'm not a geneticist. Oh, wait.
Conscious antibody somehow.
What if we use that device that Chikara was using to move instant death power stance man?
I'm sorry, instant death power stance man?
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty
I
appropriate
think that's a
name
good
for him.
name.
Anyway, let's check the device first. Looks like the power is out.
Let's start by activating the device.
Yeah, let's go.
Somnium scan, activate.
Mental Lock 1. Mental Lock 2. Mental Lock 3. Mental Lock 4. Uncover the secret Chikara is hiding. There's no doubt Chikara is hiding Suplane. Open the door to expose what he is hiding. Difficulty standard. Time reduction speed normal. Interaction times normal. Retry count 3.
The lock on that door is open. Past that is a stone statue with no power.
Power? On a stone statue?
This is Chikara's Somnium. You don't have to think about the logic. Anyway, that door. Let's head past it to the stone statue.
Okay. Use the blank, join the blank, create a blank. Okay. Let's look at all the things I can interact with. There's quite a few. Start here though, because they told me.
This door is open.
Is this even a door? It's so thin.
That's just how it is in this world. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Oh.
I think the difficulty the same for all Somnia. Oh, okay.
We're here.
That's
That
the
makes sense.
stone
I don't have to
statue
read that
without
every time
power.
then.
Let's get closer and check it.
Use the machine in the center, join the two stone statues, and create a transcendental superhuman. Anything else in here?
Off and on. Is this the switch for the statue?
How do we turn this on?
Why don't you feel around that area?
What area?
Whatever feels right, Tama.
Good job,
The
Tama.
robot arm control PC has been activated.
Oh. Well, that was easy. Also, look, this one doesn't branch off at all. This one is just a direct line. Activate right front temporal lobe statue.
It's on. You're amazing, Tama.
It says, not available, stone statue activated. Wait, so is it on or off?
Maybe you need to flip the switches for all the statues.
Right. According to the Somnium scan, there are multiple statues. But let's head back to the device first.
How did you know there was a switch there? How did you know?
Let's go back to the device.
Oh, Tama.
Oh, wait. Can't we go to the other small room from this room?
How would you do that? It's too high. I can't jump that.
Blank. Human your powers. You can blank to blank if you wanted to. Nothing else to interact with here.
We can go through here.
BBAB activating. In this experiment, you can combine two different brains with different functions to create a new human life form. Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
We just need to choose the left and right brain and combine them like Chikara did.
What can we choose from?
Left, Maasai warrior, fisherman, and A. Right side was astronaut and archaeologist. We can combine different brain functions of the left and right brains and create a new human with characteristics from both.
Okay.
It seemed like Chikara used that to gain some kind of power earlier. So creating a new human means gaining some kind of superhuman ability.
And you select that power on this?
Oh, I remember seeing another room next to the small room we were in earlier.
Yeah, it was too high, so I couldn't reach.
Maybe we have to give you a power that'll help you get up there.
Worth a shot.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
The room was high and far. By combining two brain functions that'll allow us to move that distance...
What do you choose, Ryuki?
Please select right brain function. Left, NA. Right, astronaut selected. Starting experiment.
What's going on?
Error.
Just like I expected. It's an error.
I guess NA isn't a job.
I wonder what it's for.
Huh.
Beginning
The
experiment.
room, by combining two brain functions.
What do you choose?
Please select. Left, right, start. Experiment successful. Combined a fisherman's cooking skill and the space food of astronauts to gain the power to prepare any food ingredient.
We don't need cooking skills right now, do we?
Guess not.
Interesting. I'm wasting a lot of time, but this is like fascinating.
What do you choose?
Please select. Left, right, start. Experiment successful. Combined a Maasai warrior's leg strength and the perseverance of an archaeologist
Oh, there we go.
to gain the ability to jump continuously.
What's the point of this?
I have no idea.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes left.
This door isn't locked.
Okay,
I'm not sure this is how this works, but I'm not a geneticist, so I can't say for certain.
all right, let's go.
Okay, ready.
I feel like we can jump higher.
A Maasai warrior's power is not enough.
Oh.
We can go through here. They go to outer space by using rockets to breach the atmosphere of Earth. They are highly intelligent and athletic, which allows them to move in zero-gravity environments with ease. They are required to have high
that
mental
makes
fortitude
sense.
to live in outer space, much of which is still unknown to us.
Further than us all, they've flown.
Makes you want to wax poet?
To the sky, human your powers. You can blank to blank if you want.
They investigate ancient ruins in order to uncover what Earth looked like in the past. They not only require a scholar's knowledge, but also the decision-making ability to avoid traps placed in ancient ruins.
Just like that one professor.
Yeah, the guy with the whip that got chased by that big stone ball.
Oh, I thought it was metal.
Was it?
4 minutes now.
Those who catch fish in bodies of water such as oceans or rivers. They are knowledgeable about the ecology of fish and have many skills that aid them in catching their target. They go out to the ocean pretty much every day, have incredible navigating skills, and a sturdy body.
Sea peoples.
You mean the guys from 1200 AD? Supposedly, they were wiped out by a rival Mediterranean kingdom. Not much is known about them.
Huh?
A warrior of the Maasai tribe, a nomadic tribe who predominantly live in Kenya and Tanzania. They have great physical ability and are skilled with spears. They are capable of fighting wild beasts like lions. Among Maasai warriors, those who jump the highest receive the greatest praise.
They're famous for their jumping skills.
If they can beat a lion with spears or their bare hands, they must be really strong.
You can fly to outer space if you wanted to.
Current ability left.
Very confused.
Beginning experiment.
The room was by combining two brain functions that'll.
What do you choose, Ryu?
Please select left, right, starting. Experiment. Combined, a Maasai warrior's leg strength and the
there it
atmosphere-piercing power of an astronaut to gain superhuman leg strength.
Tama,
I have goosebumps.
it said you gained superhuman legs.
Hey, we did it!
Maybe we can get to that other room using that power.
That might be it. Let's give it a shot.
I am out of time almost
This
already.
door isn't.
Okay.
You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus.
All right, let's go.
Okay, ready.
Wow.
Nice. Oh my god.
Chikara Horadori has done it again. Oh, genetic ecstasy.
What are we even watching right now?
Oh,
By stimulating the DNA correlating to high leg strength through imagination, it caused a slight transformation in the base sequence. This small change has allowed for surpassing the limit of telomeres. We can do anything in this simulation world. There are no limits. What a wonderful world.
I guess things worked out.
so every time we do something right, we have to watch this creepy old dude ascend into the sky?
You want to join?
Hell no.
Hell no. Oh, I am very much out of time.
A stone statue without...
That's not how any of it works.
Activated.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not a geneticist, but I'm not so sure on this one.
This stone statue is a racer.
If they mean an autosport driver, those guys are incredibly skilled. They have to make split-second decisions.
That skill might be beneficial in other areas than driving too.
Not to mention, there is a car right there.
I see. Using the driving skill.
But look, that says trap. Driving skill alone might not be enough.
Maybe we can combine it with a brain function that's good at avoiding
Ah,
traps.
Indiana Jones.
I don't remember.
Anyway,
Super reaction by the person trapped by blank. 6th or 7th sense. They who traverse blank experience it.
This door is open.
I wonder if we can go...
Let's go find...
We're here.
Looks like we can open it from this side now.
Neat.
Beginning.
The car...
What do you think?
Please select left, right, start.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this in the time allotted,
Experiment successful.
but at least now we know what to do.
Combined, a racer's driving skill and an archaeologist's knack for dodging traps. To gain movie protagonist
Yeah, might as well get
superhuman
info.
driving skills.
Guess it's time for love, Dr. Jones.
Dr.
That should help us
Jones!
dodge any traps.
That's so antiquated. Nowadays, sports cars go up against nuclear submarines.
Oh well, this is Shikara's preference. Now let's go back to the room with the car.
Think we can get there from the passage we came from?
Yeah, that should lead...
Perfect. It's the green door. Oh, that green door.
We can go through here. Let's go.
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
All right.
I'll avoid any traps with elegance and grace.
Elegance and grace.
What?
Whoa! I get to do it. Or at least I think I did.
That's the trap? I could have done this on my own.
Tama, behind you!
Huh?
Oh, the Indiana Jones boulder! Oh, I love it.
Hold it! Wait! No! I can't do this!
I think there was a cutscene and I wasn't controlling it. It just made me think I was because it was happening at the same time.
Tama, the road!
What about the road?
There is no road!
Where we're going, we don't need roads!
What are we gonna do?
Step on it!
On what?
The gas! The gas!
It was a cutscene. Oh,
The gas!
I thought I was doing such a good job. Nice. Oh my gosh.
The experiment worked! Happy Chikara! Chikara Horadori has done it again! Oh, the genetic ecstasy! The corpus callosum is here represented by a treacherous ancient rune. A theory that links this complex and bizarre passage is now complete. But this should be theoretically impossible. No, there is no impossible in this world. Oh, this is not good. Not good indeed.
Kara! Ew!
Why don't you think of it as some kind of reward cutscene?
The fact that I have to force myself to think that already makes it not a reward.
Activate experimental device.
Let's turn it on.
Got it.
Gambler Stone. Activate their stone statue.
This stone statue is a gambler.
I guess that means they have guts.
So this gambler is known for winning bets when the chips are down.
That must mean they can win the big ones without flinching.
Now, let's head back to the central room.
Okay. Don't look for it, blank. You can get a blank. Blank can be blank by any person. I got so many eyeballs.
We can go through here.
Yeah, this duo is really growing on me. I quite like them. No!
Oh,
It's me, Chikara.
What the hell?
This is no good. No good. No good at all. Yes, yes, yes. Now, let's test this. Chikara's right brain reselection.
Oh.
What's happening?
The room flew away!
The experiment.
This image cracks me up every time.
Chikara. Chikara Horadori has done it again. Oh, the genetic ecstasy. This right brain reselection is a function that blows away my past. The past I don't want anyone to see. My right brain can be shuffled back into the
Chikara.
Goodbye, forbidden memory.
What are we gonna do?
When we drove through the passageway, Chikara said, theoretically impossible and not good. So maybe we did something he wasn't expecting. If we use the device to combine two different brain functions, we might be able to find a way.
If we can prevent Chikara from using his right brain reselection thing, we might be able to make it to the room.
He said something about a memory he doesn't want to be seen.
Okay. Happy Chikara.
Yeah, but how will we stop Chikara?
There was something hidden in the room we were in earlier. If only we could pull it back somehow.
We need a big idea here.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function. Please select right, left, right. Start.
We haven't used Fisherman yet.
Oh, right. Experiment successful. Combined, a tuna fisherman's pulling skill and a gambler's ability to make the right choice. To obtain superhuman luck.
Luck, is this gonna do anything?
Well, try it. Let's fish back the room that flew away.
Oh my gosh.
How's it going?
I think I got something.
That must be it. Reel it in.
Sad Chikara.
The experiment worked! Happy Chikara. Chikara Horadori has done it
Chikara
again!
Horadori has done it again.
The genetic ecstasy. Good. The memory I want to leave behind has already been shuffled. This memory is no good either. I thought I deleted it. No. If you succeed with the Eternal Youth experiment, my memory will be discovered. Goodbye! Goodbye!
Bye, Chikara.
Chikara's memory was replaced with something else.
But it got replaced with another memory he didn't want seen. It might be worth looking into.
Chikara said that if the Eternal Youth experiment is successful, his memory will be discovered.
So if we complete the research on that device...
We might be able to defeat Instant Death Power Stance Man over there and get into the room he's guarding.
That stone statue is a little different.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
That stone statue has...
Chikara's face hastily slapped on.
Chikara said that using Purge, he can create an ageless and undying body.
But if we use the stone statue...
Turn it on.
Oh no.
What's the problem?
Seeing this face... Are you sure about turning it on?
We've invested too much already. There's no other way.
Fine, okay.
We might actually make it out of here. We only have one more thing to do. Uncover Chikara's secret.
Oh, you didn't want to touch the crotch because of Chikara's face.
Yeah, I think that was pretty evident, Ryuki. My theory is almost complete. The creator of a man who blank is blank.
You have a minute left.
I got less than a minute left, actually.
It would be nice to create eternal.
And something that will let us get rid of instant death power stance, man.
Beginning experiment. Please select
Oh, these are all different.
left, right, start.
I think I messed up then.
Error.
Ah.
It's an error.
I guess
I wonder.
Oh.
the person who.
Another function that'll allow us to deal with.
Beginning experiment. Please select left, right, start.
How disappearing for dinner? Yo, well, thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Get yourself something tasty.
Combined, a Maasai warrior's battle skill and Chikara's genetic engineering
Glad to hear he was able to get a card today.
to create an undying and unaging warrior.
Funny that the machine is on a first-name basis with Chikara.
Now we can finally beat up instant death.
All right.
Ryuki, less than 30 seconds left.
Go, Tama!
Let's go!
Well, that was the correct one then.
Now!
Nice.
We did it!
The experiment worked. Oh, happy, happy, happy. Why should humans die? What a waste it is to perish. The research results are splendid. But now is not the time. Not now. Not now.
If Chikara gets in our way again, no amount of time is enough time. Let's go!
Oh.
This stone statue is Chikara's memory that he doesn't want to be seen.
Turn it on.
A 9th stone statue.
9. 9 in Roman numerals.
What is the significance of 9?
Maybe he has 9 mistresses.
I don't think that's it.
Maybe he's being sued by 9 people.
I don't think that's it either.
This stone statue. Maybe we
Oh,
use
is
the
there quite
brain
a
function
delay?
again.
Should we go back to the central device?
Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
Ryuki,
Damn it! Chikara's mind.
Oh, we failed. I'm the worst. Retry. No, I'm going to restart this thing because I wasted so much time early. I wasted so much time early that like I don't think I can actually make it. And we can kind of just like, you know, fast forward, do everything that's not happy Chikara. Yeah, not too shabby. We messed up a lot with like the combinations earlier, but we got like the hang of it pretty quickly. Just not quick enough. Bum 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 bum. Yep.
This door is open.
That's the.
Unlock it. Activate the device.
We can go through.
And what was the first one? I need to jump, right? Which means I need warrior and astronaut.
This door is.
Okay.
Bum,
NA. Not available.
Does this stone statue have no other use?
I don't know.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Alright.
Happy Chikara!
Experiment worked! Happy Chikara.
It's so ridiculous. I love it. The race car driver.
This looks like we.
I wonder what the deal with the NA thing is, because we haven't done that yet. It's racer
Please select.
and archaeologist. Yeah, starting over the Somniums is like not a
4 minutes now.
not a big deal when like you know what you're doing. They go very quickly. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Gambler. Luck can be hardest by any person. And now you know we've got over 200 seconds left, so this one's going much better.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, I did it wrong.
Get that room back.
Aim and pull.
Oh,
Beginning. Please select.
I'm glad it let me leave it. Happy Chikara!
You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus.
And what?
Okay.
This stone statue is Chikara's memory.
turn it on.
9.
Should we go back to the...
Let's do it.
Okay,
We can go through here.
so we're caught back up now. Now the question is,
You only have 2 minutes.
what am
Hurry!
I trying to do now? Oh, I didn't get all my keys. How did I fail a key?
Yuki,
Did you decide what 2 brain functions you will combine?
Yeah. This should do it.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function. Please select right brain function.
Oh, they're kind of random.
Left. Starting.
This again?
Error.
An error.
What is 9?
Something has to pair.
Oh. An A,
Beginning
maybe?
experiment.
Combining.
Please select left, right.
Oh.
What? Why?
What?
Experiment successful.
Oh, God!
Nice at loss.
NA and 9.
Oh!
Nice.
Wait, what?
This is...
Brain just exploded.
That's 490.
Brain just absolutely exploded. Oh my god, I thought that was like the meme thing from like one of the joke endings in AI1. Like, you hear that she's just kind of cuckoo, and then like you go back to like the normal endings, and it's like not ever brought up in any of those other ones. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go off the rails, aren't we? Like, we've just begun. I do remember when Iris was going... Yes, I do remember exactly when I was like, yeah, Iris. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Nye's Japan branch? Oh, this place just is a thing. It's real.
Welcome. I am the president of the Japanese Laws branch, Tokiko Shigure.
I apologize for visiting so late at night. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already informed me. I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furue's murder.
Commonly known as Nyes. When I synced with Jakar earlier, Tom and I saw something in his Somnium. Someone who looked like they were in Nyes was making the Bats 490 video. That's why I ended up here. Came to the president's office to talk about the top level of Nyes. Yeah, there's no like big discussion afterwards, you know, where you just talk to all, you know, to boss and Peter and they're like, wow, I can't believe it, what is Nyes? And then they like catch you up on it. They're just like, nah, let's go to the next one. Oh man, this game would be much less like mind-blowing at this point if you hadn't played the first one. First one, you're just like, oh, okay, some like organization, sure. And the first one, you're like, oh my goodness, this was the. You realize what was happening when you pressed down on the IX? Yeah, I just thought 9, and I thought NA meant like not active or something, or not available. Yeah, you were just like absolutely full of questions. You're like, wait, what? Like that entire Somnium, it was NA, and I just thought it meant like it was inactive. Not available or something. I'm like, oh, maybe it's like, you know, something you activate on a revisit, or like if you do a certain thing or something. And then my first thing didn't work, and I was like, oh, okay, let's mix and match. I wonder what Shaman and the other thing did. I never looked at those. Gosh. Oh. They like panned over that, and I lost my mind for a second. I'm back now, though.
Why would they make something like this indoors?
This is really cool, actually. This
Gross.
is a pretty fancy little entryway. I'm actually pretty impressed. So I can only pick one of these two? There are other doors with hidden eyeballs? Oh, really? Oh, so there are, like, branching side, like, paths and stuff? Okay.
Something funny. There, I said it. Your badge.
That's something phony.
What is this? A vaudeville routine? That wasn't funny at all.
I was only hired recently. I don't know much about it, really.
There's other doors.
Yeah, but I'm also her bodyguard. I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year. He was a piece of human garbage. I slugged him in the face and resigned. Then ended up here.
Oh, is this guy gonna be from, is this one of, So Sajima's bodyguards?
I had a very hard time finding the place. After all, NISE is a secret organization hidden from the public.
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would have been out of luck.
Even after I got inside the building, it wasn't easy. The guards, the security gates. If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
Anyway, I was surprised. I had heard of NISE, the secret organization, but I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us. Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space. But that's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. NISE is a perfectly legitimate ideological society. Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world. This is one such branch.
There's a bug with apostrophes on, like, the chat box, widget on OBS. I don't know what's up with it. I noticed it was happening on another couple streams yesterday, and that's the first time I had seen it.
This is a common misconception, but NISE is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding of the universe.
Oh, so you're cool.
That is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something. That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfections, edges, or seams. To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel, and a hole will be created. Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated. That is our ultimate goal.
This old hag has completely lost it.
The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
You will someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
Yeah, this is the cold place.
What is that?
It's a hand sign we use. It's meant to resemble the sign behind me. That's the non-Yapal X, the symbol of Nyes.
Non-Upal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Non-Upal is the 9th.
So non-Upal X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
Did you know that Nyes is derived from 9x lozenge?
No.
Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other words, Nyes means the 9 X's of the diamond. Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed, I had my subordinates create that video. Bats 490 was an ARG, just a game, but there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it. The purpose was to recruit them into Nyes.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to Nyes. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate Bats 490.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say on that alone.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Chikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see. Chikara is a former member of Nyes, though this was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from Nyes. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society. Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that Nyes created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from Nyes. Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Well, yes.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
So she has an alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyer?
Freyer?
Frey. I thought I'd heard of that before. Yeah, that was on the QR code.
Within you.
What?
Frey the Frey or something.
I will ask you one more time. Are you a Freyer? I see. Then I must have been mistaken.
What is a Freyer? Frey.
Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Yeah.
Fray to free. Fray can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Miss Shigure, are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Fray was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video. The word Fray being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection.
What?
Proof of the seams. The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
No, but
It's a
please tell me.
top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
Huh.
So you're saying it teleported?
There's that teleportation
No,
thing
it's
again.
nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with low credibility.
Yes, exactly. However, the story doesn't end there. When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened. Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship. Does that sound familiar?
You mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
It isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
Huh. Oh, I guess I should have done like the quick sync. I didn't know it was gonna like not give me the ability to do so if I finished those conversations. Darn. Hey, this is where we started SMT 3, I believe.
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey, come on.
I can go back if I
I
want.
told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'll wait until I get like control again.
Jeez. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it!
Okay.
Oh, weird.
What the? Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio de Vita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data.
Wow,
Cool.
it's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Alright, let's start looking around.
Virtual reality activation. Walk around the scene and gather info. Kind of special vision mode such as X-ray can be applied to everything. By changing special mode, we can spectral change. Find hidden information. Okay. What is this? Why does it keep doing this? I'm so confused.
Worried about school?
No.
Yes. Worried about money?
No.
Ah. Worried about work?
No.
Yes. Worried about relationships?
Sure.
Yes. Issues at home? Ah. Right? First, go to a friend you can trust. If not, you'll need to save some money. Either way, humans are free. No one has the right to take your freedom. But make sure you tell your parents where you go. However shit your parents are, promise me that. Worried about money? Huh? You don't really have worries, do you? Are you malfunctioning? You have no worries. Why did you come here? I guess that's possible. Thank you. Me too. I was starting to get feelings for you too. So please stay by my side. Please. Promise? If you sell me at a thrift shop, I'm going to hang you.
Tama, why do you always talk about that kind of thing?
What kind of thing? I want to hear you say it. Worried about health? Are you sick? Ah. Are you insured? If your country doesn't have universal health care,
Oh my
it
God.
might be hard. I can't help you. I feel like they should change the rules.
This is great. Just spitting the hottest fire. Just like, yeah. I like Tama's room. I don't know why it keeps like taking me to that. Unlimited sync with no time limit? Oh. Let's see. Do I want to get like the security guard? Or the leader? Probably the leader.
I'm the
Oh, that's a good idea.
It was a heat of the moment thing, but I ended up quitting my job. I don't regret punching that scumbag, but... what am I going to do now? I've got 10 children to think about. What? A job? With the conditions I requested? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do anything, as long as it's not illegal.
Aw, nice. It's really not too bad to redo these, so I'll probably try and like wink sync everyone I have the ability to do so with, because like I know I won't like stream a second playthrough, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I need to get in the habit of that, because like every time I look at the files are always like really funny.
What's going on here?
Maybe she's not thinking about anything at all.
Her mind is completely blank?
Maybe she reached a state of selflessness.
Huh.
Yeah. I was only hired recently.
Yeah, because like this goes through fast, like a second time.
That. By the way,
What is...
Oh, should I change my mind? Would you say yes here? Just see what like the other dialogue is? Or is this going to be something where like... where it's like a lock or something? I want to wait until I actually know more about that.
Hey, Ryuki.
as I thought, then you've realized this world is fictional. Am I correct?
Ryuki, what's gotten into you?
Then please tell me the nil number. If you truly are a Freya,
Oh.
you should know it.
Oh, that was not the answer. Tama took control of me for a bit, sorry.
So you don't know. In other words,
No good. I thought that I could get her to keep talking if...
Way to go.
What is a nil number? What is a Frey? Frey. Right.
It was written.
Huh. So she has no, like, internal monologue or anything? What if Iris was right and she, you know, Nyes is aliens looking for radio antennas or whatever it was? It's been a while. It's been a little bit. Okay, and now we're back to normal. So that's a second branch. When we find the nil number. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to look at. Okay.
Maybe it's for having tea.
Wow.
That's because I've gathered all.
Oh. Okay, why don't we do this? Let's look normally first. Oh wait, hold on, it's not gonna...
Looks like it's there so the performers can check. These aren't good for much.
Nothing for show. It looks like there's no time. I know she said like it said confirm stats before the body combusted.
The questions for the quiz also show up here too.
But I don't think there's any like time limit or anything on this, right? Like I can just poke around at my own leisure.
I wonder how deep this sign is embedded.
What do we do at times like these?
Right, the X-ray.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th. Based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point. It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop.
Like it was before it exploded. Okay,
That's
cool.
why I think this corpse was kept indoors. Someplace warm.
Okay. Oh, look at all the Cynthia sips. I love to see it. Bunch of mannequins.
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's, you know what?
Couldn't you have compared it to a fishhook or something?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. A signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
I'm not really sure what this is about, but we'll see.
What's this?
Three things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus. This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily. The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
Okay. She gives you free eyeballs. I'm all for free eyeballs. I think that's everything in X-ray mode. Oh, I only have normal in X-ray mode.
Getting a better look at it, it looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers. A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it. By the way, CNTs are extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel. Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
All the way up top, in the rafters.
That way. Over by that red lamp.
Huh.
What's this?
It's the light switch.
The CNT is tied to it.
It's explaining the notes? Okay.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep. Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
That's the switch that powers the lighting.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something else.
Oh.
They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No, but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
Okay.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down.
Okay.
Now for the final question. Why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode. It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
All right, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
So I guess that
No,
means the,
not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
I think this means our two biggest suspects, three biggest suspects, should be people that were, like, here. So we've got, like, the host dude, who we've talked about being sketchy. And then you've got, like, the behind-the-scenes guy, like, Moma's friend, that's, like, putting it together. And then, who was the person, because we ended up having to jump in for someone that said they were going to do it and then, like, didn't show up, right? And Boss, like, called us instead, because, like, they kind of begged Boss to do it. I don't remember who that person was. I just remember that thing happened. Don't remember who that was though. I think they said the name. One of Boss's friends or something.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Oh, are you telling me to do that?
You're the
Ma, a
only
host from a
actor
club.
here,
Okay.
aren't you?
Actor?
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator. Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate
So I
shoddy
guess
acting.
those are my
so
three
keep that in
like
mind.
suspicious
Are
people
we
so far.
recording something?
Of course we are.
Oh,
We're
no.
testing a theory here.
No,
so
no,
we
he
need
wasn't
to create
behind the
something
scenes,
that
was
can
he?
be
Momo's
viewed
friend wasn't behind the
objectively.
scenes, was he?
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Because he was like actually
Shut
like
your
Momo's
stupid mouth,
partner.
third-rate bit part actor.
Oh.
Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you
Wow.
everything?
Tama has a bit of a temper.
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Academy Award.
Macadamy? Like the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started. Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse.
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I am an amateur.
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now.
Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well, it was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward, onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon! It needs to be soft and squishy! Like an octopus!
This scene makes no sense.
I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it!
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives.
Okay. This all makes sense.
And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and
I'm a big fan of the
explosion.
Danganronpa-esque comic book.
Good work! I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary. It all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't. Though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
One second, chat. I'll be right back. I heard something. Need to go investigate. Oh, I'm so silly. It's the Friday before the 4th of July. So when I hear a big bang, I don't need to investigate. It's just fireworks that are being set off, like, outside. But I heard, like, a bang, and I was like, okay, I need to go see what that was. And then like, I saw it was a firework, and I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon. That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT. The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours. The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Thanks, Tama.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture.
That's actually really clever.
So, to wrap it all up, the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search for the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean... the director, Shinpei Wagai?
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS. He's in Akihabara right now. At the maid cafe, Sunfish Pocket.
Yo, Sunfish Pocket. I do love me some Sunfish Pocket. Spike chunks off. You always love seeing people like popping off about where the game's going. Like I'm so excited. Like I'm super invested and on board and ready to rock and roll now. I mean, obviously I was looking forward to the game already, but like I'm super into what's happening. It's been like what, 6 hours already today. And I'm so just like, nope, let's keep pressing the button. Sunfish Pocket.
There he is.
Ah, shit.
Damn!
What the hell? This is escalated out of nowhere.
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should be here soon.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail!
You literally just opened fire in a
That's why I
restaurant.
accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said,
I want to borrow your studio for an hour on the 10th before we start preparing for the stream. Not let anyone near the studio during this time, that includes you. Keep the entrance unlocked. Pay you $5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you on the night of the 11th.
so me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
$3A at Sekaba High. Get your money there.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki,
Yeah, let's...
Huh. Oh!
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics, Chikara Horodori.
Oh!
No way. It can't be.
That's right. More murders happen in these games. I forgot about that. We're not solving the one crime. We will be solving the many crimes. Well then. February 12th on Tuesday.
Mr. Date told me about this shrine. This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park. It's just calming here.
I see.
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks. Let's start then. It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th. Right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that...
It has no guts!
Got him! Pew pew pew!
What?
I know.
You should
I
do a
know.
comedy duo with
That
like
was
Square
so
Blockhead.
bad, the joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it. I mean, look, The corpse is completely missing its guts! I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
Looks like there aren't any other clues here.
Has a lower pressure than the outside, similar to how suction cups work. Oh, that's horrifying. Thanks, Tama. Basically tell me that the body is acting like a suction cup.
Well, satisfied? That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow. Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's possible.
I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking. I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Chimpei.
In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Nice.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Okay.
As you know, this is the President's office at the NICE Japan branch.
The world is full of rubbish. Such things should all be washed away. That was my thinking when I designed this room.
You designed it?
Yes. The flow of water cleanses one's heart, just like the flow of time.
Not really. She's a kind woman. But I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something. As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties. I have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Gag.
These aren't sunglasses. It's a fairy's black bra.
What a degenerate.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible. We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of Nyes have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if Nyes is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon, what was written on the signboard, it all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video. What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join Nyes in it? No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but... I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of Nyes. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and Nyes are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps Nyes and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that Nyes and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades. We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nyes believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it, forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
Huh.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie.
Okay.
By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher.
Okay.
However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Please elaborate.
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure
Yeah.
you've heard this before. Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane, just like a hologram. Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world. Only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically...
It's Mario!
I see. Then let us leave it at that.
Can we stop talking already? See how much time they've spent to prompt them to ask to wrap it up. Oh. She doesn't have a watch. She must have been really annoyed when she heard this. No, I wanted to hear more. No! Shit! No. Gosh, I want to go back. I want to hear more about that. Why is that an option that just makes people, like, stop, like, end the conversation? Ugh. Oh. That's a weird face. Okay. Let's do this again. Super Mechanic Murphy! Do 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 dee. Okay, let's try this again. I've already talked to all of you. Raid sucked. Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome back. Sorry to hear that Raid sucked. I'm also surprised to hear that Raid is over because I feel like it's like 5 o'clock and it's apparently 9 and I've been like completely hyperfixated on what's going on here. I don't even know if I've been saying much lately. I've just been like reading the reading the dialogue and like, you know, nodding my head and pressing buttons. I'm so engrossed in what is happening. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear Raid sucked. Especially, you know, I know especially because like I've been having a couple rough days of it in a row, or maybe not in a row, but recently with the rating stuff.
I've solved the
Okay, here's this.
I know of the...
You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and NICE are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps NICE and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that NICE and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades. We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nyes believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it, forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
Yes.
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie. By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember...
Okay, and then here we go.
Even...
And then here's the holographic principle talking about how it's on a 2D thing. So let's do
I'd
this.
like to ask you one thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans. Do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world? And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well, somewhere out there,
Yeah,
probably.
it's a big space.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with 3 possibilities.
Oh, are we about to start talking about like the Great Filter? Or whatever they call that? I read about that once. It was pretty interesting.
1. Civilization hasn't reached a
Yeah,
level of
it is!
technology advanced
Yeah, the 1, 2,
enough
3.
to
I love
create
this.
a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. 2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Oh, it's not quite the same thing.
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains, that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those
No,
simulations.
this is not what I was thinking it was
You're
at
saying
all.
it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon, only what observers see and experience. Take the measurement problem in quantum theory. It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double-slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed. For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave. Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite.
Let me explain.
I see.
No!
Then let us leave it at that.
Oh my god, why would they... Why is the same button?
In any case, there is no denying that the
Okay. Let me explain the double slit experiment. For whatever reason, the same button is like accepting their response and fast forwarding the trivia thing up top. We shoot a ray of light toward a board with two slits with a screen behind it. It causes the rays to be distorted to look like stripes. It's because the light has the property of a wave. What would happen if we shot light molecules one at a time? The light molecules will show up as a dot on the screen. But continuously doing this, the stripes reappear. Why? The light molecules are only being shot one by one, so the board shouldn't have an effect. The next part of this experiment was done using a detection device to see which slit the molecule went through. It caused the stripes to disappear and only two lines appeared. Isn't that interesting? When it's not being observed, they appear as waves, but as soon as you try to observe it, they appear as lines. Huh. That's one of the biggest complaints you had too? Super annoying. To fast forward, you have to cancel out of the dialogue box. Oh, okay. Well, we can do that from now on. I really like the trivia, you know, the little trivia bar at the top that pops up, gives a little bit of extra, like, info. On, like, some of these things. I hope I didn't miss any line of text, though, because that was all three of them, at least.
I have no interest in the concept of immortality, because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
What?
We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles, like reincarnation, or even bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Has this woman lost it?
I mean, yes.
Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with WingSync.
WingSync.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through WingSync.
Huh.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind. Using a regular sync.
Oh, am I already on Sync 3? Good grief. I'm cruising. Cruising through this game. Alright. February 12th on a Tuesday.
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Yes.
Yes,
But also
she
no.
accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from Boss.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you... Oh, Fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal? Look, Ryuki, please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then, let's begin.
I wonder if this is the Nye's president's room. It's really white, though.
Let's make an acronym poem with the letters for Nyes.
Where the hell is this coming from?
N.
Okay. Not that I know why.
A.
Angry.
I.
Incoming?
X.
Shingu River Ray.
Not that I know why. Angry incoming Shingu River Ray. The Shingu River Ray. Such a kind animal.
Angered by humans polluting waterways, I guess.
Somnium scan, activate!
Seems like Tokiko was threatening someone. By peeking into your mind's abyss, you might discover something.
This is such a quiet place. So empty and blank.
Maybe that's Tokiko's mental state. Pretty eccentric. Hopefully we can find something here.
Looks like we can only interact with that ripped up book.
Right.
Alright, let's investigate. Oh, I really don't like that sound effect. Oh, that's ringing. Like if your ears were ringing.
A book of Nye's teachings. Why is it ripped in half?
Ooh, I really don't like this.
Does it say anything?
Yeah, just one phrase. The intersection between the warp and weft. The rest is ripped off.
I remember Tokiko saying something like that.
The intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur. Right?
I wonder what she meant by that.
Who knows? Why don't you join Nye's to find out? Anyway, that's about all that we can get from this book.
All of blank into blank, and the blank are blank to blank.
When did this get here? This wasn't here earlier.
What does it say?
That's where the seam can occur. Combining it with the book from earlier, the intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur.
That's exactly what Tokiko said. If it's coming out in her somnium, it must hold some significance.
That's just what we saw in the wink sink.
Ah. Why would they do this? I don't know if y'all can hear that very much, but I've got like earbuds in, and it's like this very Oh, my goodness. Oh, well that can't be good. Although that is a very wonderful, like, visual effect. Whoa! I saw that. That was our good friend Prosody. Saw the theme. All the blank into her writing and the blank are blank to blank.
I can't really make out what happened, though.
It was just really chaotic.
Maybe the key to solving this somnium has to do with what we found in the Nye's book.
The intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the scene can occur. I don't know about that. I don't see how that will help us right now.
I don't think it's completely unrelated, but...
The next suspicious thing is...
Maybe the fountain of blood, perhaps.
Do you see anything?
Not really. Seems a lot deeper. It was pretty shallow earlier.
Let's dive in.
What? Dive? Here?
Yeah. Where
That
else would I
face,
be talking
what?
about?
But it's really deep. And red. What if there's an angry Shingu River Ray in there?
Enough with the complaining. You don't even need to breathe. It'll be fine. Go for it.
Fine.
Why do you always gain this weird confidence during syncs?
Swim around underwater. Well, this is creepy.
That was surprising. All of a sudden, we're out of the water.
Wild.
We fell from up there.
But we ended up in the same room. Oh look, the book again.
Hey,
Let's
the book.
check it out.
This one's not ripped. Just another single phrase. Where the black light gathers, sadness is born.
Where the black light gathers. Whoa! Skulls? Why is Tokiko thinking about this?
Okay.
Wait, I sense something.
What is this thing?
Huh. They're not doing anything. With this and the skulls, this is getting really creepy all of a sudden.
Maybe that's the black. Let's just search the room for now.
Yeah, if we can't find anything, we'll reread the book and...
Okay. All the blank into her writing and the blank are blank to those teachings. The black light gathers, sadness is
Yeah,
born.
if we...
Are they in the shape of that symbol? Not really, no. Okay. Where the black light gathers.
A skull. It looks ordinary.
Is Tokiko into skulls?
Knowing her, I wouldn't be surprised if her house was filled with them.
Yeah, she's a little creepy. All of blank in her writing and the blank are strongly tied to those teachings.
A small skull.
Maybe a child's?
I can't confirm that, but most likely.
Let's check the others, too.
All of her ideas are poured into her writing, and the blank are strongly tied to those teachings. What is this?
Is that?
Oh! I found 100 eyeballs. Wait, yes it is. 1, 2...
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Lots of bodies. I can't tell the difference. Oh, maybe it's the one smack dab in the middle?
It's a skull. A little on the small side.
Oh, there are 5 hidden eyeballs in each Somnium. I see what you mean now, okay. All of our ideas are poured into writing, and the rules of the stream are strongly tied to those teachings. Okay. The dark light gathers.
It's a normal skull.
What's the meaning of all these skulls?
I'm not picking the correct ones. Why is this one over here?
It's a big skull.
What is Tokiko planning?
Well, we are in a dream. This could have come from a movie she saw or something.
I hope so.
It's a skull.
It's an adult skull.
A small skull.
Wow, I am so bad at this game. I did not solve this puzzle at all.
That skull is a little bigger.
Bigger.
This one is big.
It was literally the last one that I picked.
Again?
He looks like he's in pain. Why?
I wonder what the solution to that riddle was. I didn't figure it out. Wasted a lot of time.
Huh?
Disappeared. I wonder what the relationship between Tokiko
Yeah, that's
and
very
Gen
interesting.
is.
Gen keeps showing
What was
up.
that?
Ryuki, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like the book was the hint. Where the black light gathers, sadness is born.
After the sync, we need to ask Tokiko about Gen.
Find all the hidden eyeballs, I don't think you have left to do. Tokiko has blank blank and blank 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 within blank. Yeah. When I'm done, definitely I'm very interested in hearing about it.
Did you see that? It became Shoma for a split second. Maybe Tokiko is related to him as well.
Why Shoma?
Oh, okay. With Gen, Gen popping up here has reminded me. You know who's suspicious? Who keeps popping up? The mermaid lady. Because she knows Gen. We found Moma's friend at Sunfish Pocket, which is when we got the text, and we know she works there late. And the body was found in her classroom. So, we should keep an eye on that character as well for a little bit. Although she seemed really nice. I liked her. It would not be the first time that the Spikes Chunsoft people have created a really nice character that I liked, and then made them be crazy. I remember what her name was. But the one in Zero Time Dilemma, the timing could not have been more perfect. I went on and on about how nice she seemed, and then she literally, like, 2 minutes later explained how she was a serial killer, and then, like, ripped someone's heart out, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that was a bad read.
Tama, make chase!
But do remember, I always believed in
Luna.
Luna. Always believed in Luna.
You make it sound like I'm committing suicide.
Yeah, so the mermaid lady from Sunfish Pocket is someone I want to keep an eye on moving forward. You know, there's a lot of people we want to keep an eye on to try to piece everything together. Not all of them will be sketchy, not all of them will be correct, but... Oh, this one's completely underwater? I really hate that ringing.
It's the same room again.
If this is the same as earlier, there has to be something related to Shoma.
4 minutes remaining.
It says where the
More metaphor. It must be some kind of hint.
Where the water...
It's a hand.
non-upal X symbol.
I remember Tokiko mentioning it.
I'm curious about the water and ideas flow part.
Anyway.
Yeah, if we get stuck.
That one. All the way to the top. Wow, you move really slow.
How should I check?
When in Rome.
It lit up.
Yeah! Figured that one out. It made the symbol and I grabbed the one from the top so that like the you know, like water flowing from top to bottom.
This world is a lie. Do you understand?
Was that Tokiko's voice?
It sounded like she was talking to someone.
Tokiko has blank blank and blank blank completely within blank. Oh, that was not the answer. Oh. Well, I was over there high-fiving myself about like being correct about solving this. I did not.
It's settled. You will follow my orders.
Okay.
Tokiko's voice again.
I wonder who she's talking to. She can't be talking to herself.
Tokyo has blank blank, and blank resides completely within blank. Nothing.
No react.
Maybe we're doing it to
Tama, hit the others!
I'm sorry, what did you say, Ingrate?
Sorry. Could you please try it on the others, please?
Blank, it seems Tokiko's blank. Oh! Oh, interesting. Oh! Huh. Look at the shadows. That shadow's coming from there. The shadow is coming here. So it means the light source is coming from here. That was not correct.
No,
Try to.
let's inspect.
Digging deeper, it seems
You have
Tokiko's
3
blank.
minutes left. Get it together, Ryuki.
Oh. No, this is the light. Oh, okay, the one right in the middle.
Nope.
Well, I was doing so
Maybe.
good initially. Digging deeper seems Tokiko's thoughts are more clear. I think this whole shadow thing was incorrect on my end. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I was doing good until I started doing that. Well, how did I get the first two?
Maybe you're
Right.
Toshi.
Maybe this one. Nope.
Nothing is.
Maybe the.
Oh, I'm losing so much time. Oh, they don't go away if I've tried them before. Okay, there we go.
Let's transcend this world.
I could not tell you what these puzzles are, but we're getting there with trial and
She
error.
must be talking to
Ryuki, look! Outside the window.
Shoma?
What's going on?
Oh,
Mental lock too.
So she does have a relationship with Shoma.
maybe what we heard earlier was for Shoma too.
Love is born.
Let's think about it later. Look at that. It looks painful.
I have a bad follow it.
Tokiko has lost blank, and blank resides completely within blank.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
It's the same room again, but vertical?
This is really messing with my sense of balance. How far does this room even go?
Another book.
The enemy's gate is down.
It says, when the eyes are met, death is born.
Death. Tokiko is getting more and more suspicious.
Maybe our focus should be on eyes. The book and an eyeball.
Do you think that's what is meant by eyes are met?
Maybe it's talking about me.
You are an eyeball, Tama. Why don't you lock eyes with it?
Are you trying to kill me?
Then, when the eyes are met,
That one's looking up this way. Oh my gosh.
The red book. This book is closed. I'm gonna open it. There are eye symbols on the left.
that's it?
Yep.
It might be related to when the eyes are met, death is born.
And her mind resides completely within blank. don't think I have enough time to finish this one.
It's a red book of night.
It has an eye.
It's filled with. How about this?
It's just a cover.
Nope.
All sense of emotion and reminders that's completely within blank.
A big eyeball.
Like I said, so what's it gonna be?
Aha!
Is this what eyes meeting means?
Yes, when the eyes look at each other. Okay. Now what? That one's looking out. No.
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
I need to swap this one. This is hard. This is a real doozy to control. Because, like, you know, everything's kind of backwards. There
An
we go.
eyeball.
I want to flip it for 2 seconds.
And spin.
Yeah, now these two are looking at each other. Another thing you were right on? Nice!
I set the eyes to face each other.
Okay, all the eyes are facing each other. Oh, I see. I see how this works. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it. But I know
30
what
seconds
to do
left.
now.
Close book. Open. There are 2 eyes. Ryuki, if you're stuck,
And her mind resides complete within Nirvana. Oh, but this book didn't stay open, did it? There's also 2 red books.
a closed. I'm gonna open it. There are eye symbols.
That's it?
Yep.
Ryuki, you're out of time!
A closed. I'm gonna turn it over. Nothing is
Turn it around.
Turning it around. Part 2.
And back.
Huh?
Yeah, so now it's the same way. Okay. However,
It's almost time.
Huh? Tokiko.
the question is, do I need to restart from the beginning? I don't think that would help me much because I still didn't understand the frickin' yeah. I didn't understand like the skulls anyways. But now with like at least these eyes I can maybe do something.
So she does.
Maybe.
Love is born.
Let's look at that.
Okay. 144 seconds might not be enough for this, but we're gonna try our best.
It looks.
Follow it.
Oh, we do lose a lot of time here.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
Okay. First things first. I have to read the book first. Okay.
A big eye.
Like I said, so what's...
Yeah, here's the first one. Oh, I think I get it. I think I have to close the other book. Because right now, those eyes don't meet. But, like, there's two eyes and they look at each other.
An eyeball.
If the book is closed. So I might only have to go here and close this book.
It's a red book.
It hasn't.
It's got it.
Cool.
So, did we make the eyes meet?
With negative effects. Sometimes are forced to be used. Okay.
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
A red book. Got it.
Okay. Yeah, we figured it out the second time.
This should do it.
Oh, but we're not done. We're not even close to being done. We are not at the end of that timeline.
A new book.
When the eyes are met, death is born. Tama, let's check that out too.
It's a new book of nice teachings. This time, it's closed.
Times 9? Huh. If I pick this 1 second and then get that times 9 one later, can I use the 1 second instead of the times 9? Or do I have to use the times 9 the very next time? I'm not entirely sure how it works. Must be used on the next action. Okay, so there's no reason to flip it.
Huh? A mirror.
Oh. Use force on the next action? Okay. Thank y'all.
was that?
So many people. What is Tokiko thinking?
Okay. I don't have much time left. I might have to do this all over again. I might have to start from the top. I might have just wasted too much time on the skulls and the hand symbols.
So you want me to dive in again?
Tama!
30 seconds left!
Oh, this is weird.
I thought I was gonna fall forever. Thanks. But there's nothing here.
Doesn't look like we can learn anything here.
Hmm?
That's a book.
That's... At the end of an incomplete world, truth is born.
Oh, that's super creepy. Woo!
That's...
Non-Yipple X. There's something there.
Let's go.
It's almost time, Ryuki.
Huh? Tokiko.
Oh, we didn't make it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to start over from the top. So what I'm gonna do is stand up, stretch my legs real quick, grab me another drink, and then we will come back and give this one more shot from the top. I just spent too much time on the skulls and stuff. Also got to make a phone call, so it might be like a 5-minute break or something. But not a big deal. Been streaming, almost 8 hours, so. No, I'm taking a break. I'll be right back.